Well, tonight, Fox 4 begins a week-long conversation connecting you to some of our neighbors serving this great country.
About 30,000 sailors with the U.S. Navy, and they joined the military branch coming from right here in Florida.
But the public is rarely allowed to be on a military base. So to help our Southwest Florida viewers understand this perspective, Fox 4's Caitlin Knapp was invited out to experience life as a sailor at the largest Navy base in the world in Norfolk, Virginia.
Caitlin joins us live here in studio tonight. So you got a preview giving us this a few weeks ago on social media, but talk about the experience. Very curious.
Well, it's really just an experience of a lifetime. I'll never forget it, not only because of the training I got to be a part of, but talking to the sailors who lived in Southwest Florida or have family here. And you'll meet them this week as we highlight our sailors from the Sunshine State. Beyond these Norfolk Naval Base gates,
there's all these amazing things going on inside.
There are things Captain Heck says you may,
but the public doesn't get to see it,
or may not know about until now. Captain Heck, my tour guide, and Norfolk Naval Base leaders invited me and other reporters from our parent company EW Scripps to experience life as a sailor.
I am going to be a sailor for a week with my own uniform, so let's see how it looks. And this is what it looks like. This is actually brand new to the U.S. Navy, but it's not the only uniform that they're responsible for.
These are the dress white uniform.
Responsibilities that start with what sailors?
These are our dress shoes.
Like First Class Petty Officer Jessica Mills.
Pretty precise on your measurements.
Wears to represent the Navy.
And wearing a uniform for the first time, I felt like a true professional.
The California native's profession, an electrician. And there were one of many jobs I was able to experience in the Navy, such as navigating a submarine.
400 feet dive, full dive both planes.
In this simulator.
Establish a 10-degree down angle.
And getting a first-hand look of what can happen.
Time is very of the essence in this training.
During a flood.
You can get over the handrails.
Or a fire inside a submarine. One of the submarine sailors, former Cape Coral resident Chief Ben Racinas. He's a nuclear machinist.
I'm in charge of supervising everything from the main engines to the power generation of the ship.
Though he served for 22 years, Chief Racinas never forgets one of many places he calls home.
Grateful to be where I am, and not just the people of Cape Coral, but across the nation.
People he hopes to inspire.
Being from a small town like that, it kind of means, anyone in the world and anyone in the country can provide that kind of protection.
Protection using tools like a submarine.
Down ladder.
For security reasons, we cannot show you much of the inside.
These weapons are very effective.
But I can show you where sailors spend some of their downtime.
On a 6-month deployment, about 150 sailors could spend up to 3 months underwater. And during that time, they're sleeping in bunks like these. Obviously, you can see that this area is really, really small. But this is what they're doing to protect our country.
Though a tight area,
I feel very proud to do this.
The camaraderie is even tighter for Floridian and Petty Officer 3rd Class Jerry Ruiz. He orders USS Albany supplies.
It's a New York boat. I'm still protecting Florida in some way because I am going out with this warship.
Protecting Florida.
It is hard. I do miss home.
Where his family still is, where one day he hopes to be stationed.
What do you love about Florida so much?
The atmosphere, the people. It feels like I'm at home.
Now, this is just one of several stories that you're going to see this week. Tomorrow, I'm going to introduce you to what the Navy calls a giant fan boat.
Yes.
Kind of, we're used to those, seeing those in Florida, but we're going to talk about how this particular hovercraft can actually help people during a hurricane. So really exciting story for tomorrow and the rest of the week.
Caitlin, you look good in that suit, but don't leave us.
I
You
won't,
gotta
I
see her.
promise.
I'm so excited for this series this week. Thank you so much for your reporting.
Of course.